Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for here we bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, most start with today's news. About Juventus, they're willing to offer £25 million and 2 players to Arsenal so that they go fit collect Gabriel Magalhaes, and the 2 players who they want offer us now Adrien Rabiot. That one a powerful midfielder. Blessed from PSG, they from buy the guy, so they won't sell that one. As they will give us that one with the £25 million. At the same time, they'll constantly give us Otomelo, but Otomelo will be on loan for 1 season. Then if we won't come buy him later on, now we go come decide, because they know say once upon a time we were highly interested in that Otomelo, like we were begging them to give us Otomelo. Now them can say no, say they won't use him. Now we be say the guy don't turn to surplus to requirement, they don't buy plenty midfielders, so then they look say they don't need this guy again, you get. So I never know how Arsenal will take this deal, but for me, I don't think there's any offer where they will give Arsenal, we will make Arsenal carry Gabriel Magalhaes. That's them. Even Arsenal have the plan to do contract extension for the Gabriel Magalhaes, because this guy is an integral part of Arsenal setup. There is nobody who will replace him, because the guy they give us that towering giants vibe, like a no-nonsense defender. Baba is just 23, he never reached in peak. He still has a lot to learn. He can still grow with the current setup that we have. So all this desperation with Juventus they show, I don't think say go free work, because they know they are losing Matthias de Ligt to Bayern Munich or Chelsea, so they look for massive replacements to sign that guy. We don't need all these players they give us. They give us players so we feel no even need them. Bring £150 million, or at least even if the £100 million, I don't say Arsenal will be tempted if they give the £100 million. Say we want to sign Gabriel Magalhaes. So Arsenal never really reply, because I'm already this spirit, so they call Football London and then give us this story. So Arsenal never really reply. So anyhow, way all these things they go, Shola, I go let you know. Surprisingly, Thomas Partey don't follow Arsenal team travel go USA, because the boys don't go USA. They prepare for their match where they will play, I think, on the 17th against an Everton side for USA. Before they'll come play Orlando, come play Chelsea. You get. So why people just surprised say Partey go now? Because everybody they believe say allegedly say that Partey be the person way they talk about, where they talk say he do some kind of illegal things with some woman, they say he be rapist, this and that. Now allegedly, because they never really mention his name officially. But all indicators they show saying a Partey, but you know, as it always is now, you are innocent until proven guilty. Even though the Crown Protection Services of UK they talk say there is not enough evidence to even take the case to court, like they don't listen to everything, but the rest they still get small hiccups waiting for the deal. But for Thomas Partey to follow them and go pre-season, that means the deal is done and dusted. I don't think he has any case to do in court, because if you say he get case, we will stay back to the answer in matter. That means investigations are likely to have been completed for him to go join the boys for pre-season. So I'm very happy for him. At least now he go put his head for where he go they focused, prepare with the boys and hit the ground running. Well, if any other updates come about Partey, I will let you know. Because many people ask me, Sanchez, how far Thomas Partey now? What did they sub? I just tell them now. So make everybody just die the matter. Lucas Torreira agents they call Pablo Bentancur don't come outside, because they let us know say they don't reach an agreement with Valencia. Say a pre-agreement, because Valencia won't sign Lucas Torreira. The new coach of Valencia, Gennaro Gattuso, they're very interested and impressed with what Torreira do for Fiorentina. So they won't really sign him. But now Arteta on the other hand come talk say he needs Torreira for Arsenal's pre-season. Remember I said the talk say we don't know Arteta's plan. If people say Arteta now don't do a normal merry-go-round, don't say at the beginning of the season, but they always talk say whatever sin you have committed, all your sins are forgiven. Behold, this is a new season. I may have plans for you. Maybe they won't give Torreira a new leaf of hope, because this guy go for Fiorentina for Serie A, will be seen a very tough league, go prove himself, won the player of the season there, even though Fiorentina consider no get money to sign up permanently. The guy don't come back here. So I think after they look say this guy has developed, just like Saliba went to Marseille and blew up. You get, he was not the same player he was when we bought him. Papa don't develop and don't go a step higher. The same with Torreira. So I think after the reason say, instead of me looking for plenty defensive midfielder, I still have a Torreira that can stay in the middle of the park in case something happens with Thomas Partey or something happens with Granit Xhaka. You still have a Torreira and an El Neni. It can still work. Torreira is still a decent player, I guess. if well managed, the guy don't improve immensely. That is why Jose Mourinho of Roma said they look for him. You don't even call him. Say, Baba, I want to make him join us. Mourinho need to go for shit packer. You get, you go don't see something. The guy say this guy has some qualities that it will take that will make him progress and be productive to me. So I think the reason all these variables. So I never know how they go now because Pablo Bentancur the talk say they have agreed a pre-agreement with Valencia. Arteta on the other hand doesn't want the player to go yet or wanted to finish the preseason with the boys in the US. Maybe just after the preseason, Baba can decide say, okay, see what I want to use or see what I want to use for what we want to do for this season because we are playing multiple competitions and we need all the helps we can get. This was not like last season where we say now one competition and a few cups, so we don't get choice and to sacrifice people say go out on loan. So anyhow this Torreira deal go end last I will let you know. For me, he's not a bad player. We can still keep him. We need squad depth. Yes, we need squad depth. And don't forget that we can change 5 people in this new season. Yes, I think they've activated the 5-man substitution rule, so it can come into play. So we need all the players we can get. We need rich bench. If you look at Benjamin, you will smile. We need rich bench. Let's watch as things go. Our Ben Jacobs don't come outside. Come they let us know say Arsenal still they in contact with Yuri Tillemans. Yes, Ben Jacobs now one of the transfer gurus with me I know confirm. I've been tell you A. Get so the guy let us say Arsenal still they in contact with the guy. You say Arsenal will still sign him. But I think the thing is Arsenal know they look the guy like a priority signing. They feel say they don't already agree terms and conditions with them. Say they go still sign him before the window will end. Make them first pursue some kind of urgent places, some kind of places where say they need urgent things to solve their problem. That is what me I think. And if you check, like I said earlier, how many clubs don't they go knock for Leicester door say pop, we want to sign Yuri Tillemans. They know he is contracted or he has agreed a pre-contract with somebody and his mind is set on stone to go to that place. You get now only Newcastle now I know say with the year for news and Newcastle want to sign Yuri Tillemans, but we don't really know for sure. They've not really gone to ask Leicester say how much in be. Now Arsenal have never really go ask, but we know say the player wants to come, Arsenal wants to sign it. So any way they go, I will let you know because this Lucas Paquetá deal self, we never even know whether it will affect this Yuri Tillemans deal. Whether Arsenal will last signing Lucas Paquetá, but whether Arsenal will bring in new faces, that one is Shola for me. Arsenal is going to sign more. For those who they say they never sign finish, like Malo be the complaint yesterday say Arsenal need to do more of signing and less talking. Well, I pray they do so. Look at the watch as things they go. Our military spiritual they call Kicker for Germany. Now one media organization be that. So they let us know say Serge Gnabry they very close to signing a contract extension with a Bayern Munich. So if that be the case, well, we don't really need to go for him. Fabrizio Romano don't tell us before say Arsenal don't even get Serge Gnabry for the list of their transfer. So if you want to sign new contract, it's good for us at least. Go strengthen our noisy neighbors who be Chelsea who they look to strengthen on the wings. So if that be the case, I wish him all the best of luck. My military spiritual they call goals. Come they come aside, they let us know say Arsenal they prepare a bid for Lucas Paquetá. Like the bid is imminent anytime soon. Arsenal will offer their opening bid for Lucas Paquetá. Now Arsenal and Newcastle also they drag down and Newcastle just stay everywhere. So if Arsenal offer the bid, once they accept, I will let you know because go dey easy to get Paquetá because Paquetá contracts they expire for 2025. So be like saying 1 year and get left on the contract, they go want sell him anyhow. It will take a big substantial sum for us to get that guy. Even though we know he doesn't want to stay, he has told the hierarchy. If what's come to us, Baba will tender transfer request because he cannot see himself in a club without European football at all. Even if na Europa, in there ready to go, that will just stay doing nothing, playing only French league. Will be very boring. But he's star of his caliber. Our young club self come outside for the media set when they analyze how the new season will be. So Baba Kanto say in they expect the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Chelsea, the likes of Tottenham Hotspur to challenge Liverpool. You get not just Liverpool and Man City for the title, for the cups, for everything. Because when you check all these sides, they know they're weakened. You get and what about the talk by they know they're worse than the way they don't be. It's because every season it is expected that Arsenal will sell their best legs before buying. But this season is very different. Instead of selling, we've not sold anybody actually from the setup that we had. Instead, we brought in new faces to improve on what we already have. So now Baba they look say Arsenal don't strengthen at least only 2 key signings, which are very important. You see the signing of Fabio Viera. You see the signing of Gabriel Jesus. These 2 guys are very key. We signed a super playmaker and we signed a super attacker. You get because one of the problems we will get no be lack of creating chances. We were creating a lot of chances. Our problem was conversion. Our conversion rate was very, very poor. So that is one of the things we Arteta they try to improve. Defensively, we are not that bad. Defensively, we are sound. We have a good goalkeeper. If everybody is fit, we have a good backline. Our defensive midfield is still decent to get. If not for injuries, you have a Thomas Partey, you have a Granit Xhaka, you have an El Neni. These three are top notch. You can still add more. Maybe you want to add a Yuri Tillemans, or you want to add a Sergej Milinkovic. Whoever you want to add, we still have a top-notch defense and a midfield. Now the wing self will say we want to improve. Bukayo Saka is good, quite alright. We still need to add somebody there to give him a breathing space so that sometimes he will feel rest. Come to Martinelli's side. Martinelli also need an assistant. You can't be putting an MS Smith Rowe there. Fortunately, he scored up with about 10 goals or 9 goals, but this guy is not a natural cut-out winger. He doesn't have the pace of Martinelli and Saka to keep up. Now, we also don't get a Gabriel Jesus that is pacey. We have a Gabriel Jesus, we have a Martinelli, we have a Saka. Counter-attack, these people are going to be a blast. But what happens if Gabriel Jesus can't get injury? Who do we put there? Who do we rely on? Can you rely on Nketiah for a long while, for like 10 games straight? How many goals do you think he will score? How is he able to convert his chances? On the scale of 10, say you give him 10 chances, how many goals did he say Nketiah will score? These are the questions that we need to answer. These are the questions that are burning in my mind. So now what do you think? Is it this season is going to be longer than last season? Last season we play like maybe once every 10 days, once every 7 days. This season we may be playing once every 3-4 days because of the Europa League when they added to the mix. How are we going to mix all these things? That is why we need more players. A striker, another winger, many people. Well, anyhow they go, I'm going to let you know. And when my Saka said don't come and say I can't analyze William Saliba. So Baba can talk say what did Saliba do for Marcel? Say he did very amazing and that's something really praiseworthy. But the problem is saying now he don't come Arsenal, so we have to test him and make sure that he can reciprocate all those things when he do for Marcel. Make him come do for Arsenal side, and if he do then Arteta will play him. And every two people they talk, they say make Baba get patience. Don't just expect say because you win Young Player of the Year for League One, say if you just enter APL they will draft you enter. But you know go be like that. So you need to dislodge the partnership of Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White for you to take a stake again. And I trust our manager, if he tests you and you do well, we will play the goal. Marcel sporting director wey they call Pablo Longoria don travel to London to come discuss with Arsenal hierarchy there because they want carry Tavares on loan. But they can't go Marcel. And myself, I'm not against the deal. It's a good deal, but I think Arsenal wants to sign a left back first before they go approve that deal because it is a no-brainer. You approve the Tavares in Waka and you don't get a replacement for Kerry and Tierney. It no go make sense. So I believe after signing maybe Alex Grimaldo, then they go fit allow Tavares to go out on loan. Anyway, all these things will go. I will let you know because that's the state of affairs now. At the same time, Global Esporte don't come as I can let us know say Arsenal and West Ham they interested in Wedel. Wedel na a midfielder who they play for Zenit St. Petersburg for Russia. Many people they praise the guy. Many pundits are talking about him that is very good. So Arsenal and West Ham they interested in the guy. They don't talk with his agents. You know the hierarchy of Zenit St. Petersburg. We never know how much the guy will cost. But anyhow we think they go I will let you know because the details just they sketchy for now. Once the thing they get more clarity, I will let you know. Away from that, so Charles Watts don't come and say going to blame Arsenal for taking 5 goalkeepers to the preseason. See what does that mean? How can you carry a Ben Leno, a Ramsdale, Alex Ronaldson, Otto Okonkwo? It don't make sense. You just carry all these keepers. I won't carry Matt Turner join them. 5 goalkeepers. Now you carry the go preseason. Whereas people like Charlie Patino, you know, carry them go. So what are you using the 5 goalkeepers to do? At most carry 3. You get just carry 3. Then actually Patino, we don't get plans for Patino for the new season. It is a no-brainer. I'll tell Baba the complaints. So you don't know why Arteta go do like that. Well, my Arteta no. I don't know why they test the 5 of them. I know some of them will still go out on loan. Like Leno now, we are expecting Leno to still go to Fulham. Then Ronaldson will continue his loan because that one a shit packer. Then we should be having like Otto Okonkwo, Matt Turner, and Ramsdale. And then go be the main people who go there around. You get so now so it will just be well. But they watch, I never know how they will do all these things. And my own permutation, I just tell now. But just the watch as since they go. And today is the birthday of my friend Noble Francis. So Francis, I say may God grant you all your heart desires. I wish you all the good things that life has to offer. So now so it will be happy birthday and have a blast. So if you know what yesterday update, check the left part of your screen, you will see the thumbnail. Click out so you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day. That came out.